I don't know if you can hear this, but there's thunder outside and it's making me so happy. Oh, not only do we need rain, I just love thunderstorms. I haven't made a video in a little while just because I've had some serious actual headaches. I get cluster headaches, which means at any given moment I can be just completely knocked on my butt, which is not fun. But I do have a few other videos that are in the works. The one I'm focusing on right now is a knitting video, and that will be showing you the basics of casting on, casting off, knitting, purling, just the basics of how to knit a thing. And then from there I'll be showing you how to make an actual specific project. And the votes were in, and everybody for the most part wanted bunnies, and I'm fine with that because it's one of the ones that I really wanted to get to. And it will be part of an entire series of a costume. So it's going to be done in different sections. So one video I'll show you how to do ears, tail, makeup, that sort of thing. And I'm hoping it'll be fun and informative, and it will give you some tips and techniques that you haven't learned already if you don't know how to knit. And if you do know how to knit, then just something that you can follow along with. And then in the future I have some more sculpting videos, which I'm looking forward to because sculpting is one of those things where it's just very soothing for me. It's basically playing with a stress ball and then creating art with it. So yes, I really love sculpting. And there's going to be, again with that, it's going to be techniques to do different techniques that you can put towards any kind of sculpture, but in the end I'll actually have a finished piece that if you want you can follow along with, or you can just learn the tips and learn different techniques. So with that there'll be things like how to do basic armatures, how to condition clay, and how to do things like textures, as well as the actual final sculpture. Oh, thunder. I love it. I'm in a good mood today. I haven't been for the past few days just because I've been feeling kind of sick. I've been doing some needle felting, and the little tufts of it that got all over the place kind of ended up in my lungs. Yay! So I woke up really stuffed up and congested, which was not fun. I basically have a sheep in my lungs right now. There's some more baking videos in the works. I'm planning some sweet bakes, but I'm hoping to do those more towards when it gets cooler. Because with me, when I do sweet baking, I prefer to do them in smaller batches, just because I don't want to have 45 cookies in the house and be okay, well, what do I do with these now, and then eat them all. So I tend to do sweet baking so I can have it divided up into different servings, I guess. So things where I can make a whole batch but then freeze most of it and then just have 1 or 2 servings. I'm thinking instead of doing a big pie, I'll do tarts or cookie dough that you can just freeze most of it and then have 1 or 2 cookies on the go. Again, as always, if you have any requests or suggestions or things that you would like to see me give a try, just send me a message, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe so you can see all the stuff that's going to be coming in the future. And yeah, just let me know what you want me to do, and if it's within my means, I will give it a try. I want to try, as this channel is Tiger Does Everything, I want to try everything. I want to do as much as I can, as affordably as I can. That's going to be a big part of this channel, is having all of this stuff be affordable to pretty much anyone. I don't want this to be something where, okay, now take your $75 blowtorch and do this and that and this. If it's something that you can't get affordably and easily, I ain't gonna do it. I don't like the idea of specialty equipment. I do have some things that are specialty equipment just because you can't make something without it. Like, I have a heat gun and that sort of thing, but like, I don't want to have things where it's like a pressurized vacuum sealer to do more thunder to do silicone molds or stuff like that. If you can't get it for less than $50, we're not going to be addressing that. Like, I'll show you ways to get around that, because if I can't afford it, I won't be able to do it. So, and I want this to be something that anyone can do. All of this is happening in my bedroom, and so there's not going to be any videos with big lathes or drill presses or anything like that. If there's any, like, that's one of my biggest pet peeves, is all these videos of how to do this, and then it's like you have to have $3,000 or $4,000 pieces of equipment. No, not happening. I'm going to show you ways around those pieces of equipment, like how to, if I have a woodworking sort of, I have part of a video that's going to be in the works, possibly next month, that's going to involve wood, and there's no way for me to do any kind of like mechanical wood carving in my room. No, that's not happening. So I'm going to be showing you how to do a lot of this stuff by hand. Hiccups. I just don't see the point of creating, of making craftworks inaccessible to people. For me, I'm dirt poor and I'm disabled. Like, right there, it's like I got so many barriers there to kind of get past to be able to do anything, really. So I want to kind of break those down, and it would be more helpful to... Ooh, and there comes the downpour. It'd be more helpful, I imagine, for my viewers or people that want to follow along and learn these everythings, to be able to do them yourself without any kind of dropping large amounts of money or big investments. For me, the biggest investments are going to be in materials. So the biggest investments would be for, like, clay or yarn, as my giant station of yarn over there. Yeah, I've got like miles and miles of yarn. Those are my biggest investments. I don't think investing in equipment is really effective use of money. Instead of getting a stand mixer, I use a spoon. Instead of food processor, I use a knife. Like, there's no real point. Like, if you have the money, then yeah, go ahead and get that. Like, treat yourself to that. Especially if it's something where you're like me, where you have those physical barriers that are preventing you from being able to do things. But for me, I want to focus on being able to make everything that I do and everything that I create as accessible as possible. So I want you to be able to make what I'm showing you how to make. Otherwise, it's no fun. Like, I hate watching videos where it's like, oh, I wish I could do that, but I can't because I don't have this massive piece of machinery. Like, no. But almost everything that I have in the works right now is going to be completely stuff that you can make mostly just from materials. If you're going to be a knitter, like if you want to do a knitting project, chances are you have knitting needles. Even if you don't, I will be showing you how to make some, so don't worry about that. I think that's actually going to be my very next video, so that'll be fun. And they're super easy and very, very cheap. Like, so I want to show you how to save money, not waste money. I think I'm actually going to go stand outside in the rain for a while because it's just been brutally hot. I hope it's cooler where you are, but if not, try and keep cool, try and have fun. Love you all. See you next time.